Yo, what's up? This is EDA Switchback here on Asseto Corsica Competizione. Hopefully I said that right and I didn't butcher that too much. But yeah, just giving F1 2021 a break. So I find myself here on ACC at the Netherlands, which I chose this track because it is a track that I know from the F1 calendar. I really enjoyed driving this track. Um, I like how you're on the accelerator most of the lap, so it's just a fun track to drive in my opinion. I did a random grid with a default setup, so as you see it put me in P14. The AI level's on 90 and the AI aggressiveness is on 90. Uh, and then I am using the Porsche 991 out of all the cars I did a few practice sessions with. I found it to be the most suitable for me. So as the green drops, I just accelerate, find me a nice little window, go straight up the inside into turn one. Not sure how aggressive, boom, the AI is, and yeah, got hammered. So was able to move into P8 after going down the inside of turn one there. And of these cars going side by side, just wanting to follow the one through there. Was able to get a decent exit. So we're still side by side, and the AI finally drops behind me, and we move into P7. So going from P14 to P7 was okay for me. This was a timed race. This was a 15-minute race versus F1 where it's lapped, and ACC is timed. So moving on to lap 2, we sit P7 still. To me, the track felt different than in Formula 1. Like, that corner, and especially this one seems very narrow compared to the Formula 1 track, and compared to real life, it just seemed very narrow. Some of the corners seem more narrow than normal. I know Codemasters don't exactly laser scan their tracks, but it looked a little bit more accurate than ACC. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are some of the places on this track a little bit more narrow than on the F1? Is F1 more accurate? Say F1 looked a little bit more accurate. So as we're still riding along here, lap 2 still in P7. As if you hit some of the curbs here, they were like speed bumps, so had to be very careful in what you hit and what you didn't hit. And then this penultimate corner, as you see the AI, they just get out of sorts, it looks like. So I was able to get a really good run on them coming out of the penultimate corner and coming down the front straight. I was able to get a really good run. So going into turn one, will we dive to the inside? Yes, we will. And this time the AI does not run into me, which is nice. And coming out, they just totally concede, and we take P6. So that was nicely done. And now we move on to lap 4. Still sitting in P6. We just get my personal fastest lap. And that is P5 and P4 in front of me, as you can just see P3 there. So with this 15-minute races, you can do 8 laps. So I was thinking that a podium was not off the table, that's for sure. I really believed that I could still get a podium if I could dispatch of P5 and P4 here rather quickly. So that's what I was looking to do, just stay consistent. keep hitting the apexes, get a good exit, and just close in on the AI. We navigate this corner quite nicely here. As we go into this corner, we are just going to dive bomb the AI and luckily just miss the McLaren and still able to pull the move off and move into P5. That was absolutely a stroke of luck, let me tell you. And again, coming off of this corner, able to get a really good run on the AI, which helped because it was one corner before the long front straightaway. Moving on to lap 5, we are hunting down the McLaren here in P4. As we come up to the penultimate corner, I know that I'm going to get a good run because the computer gets a little out of sorts. Seems a little clunky through that corner. As we hit the final corner here and come out, and yeah, we hit the back end of the McLaren and slows our momentum a little bit, but we're still really close and close enough to make the move and move into P4 at lap 6. And this is going to be my fastest lap, so we are just going to ride along as P3 is now only 3.4 seconds ahead, and we still have 2 laps. I really believed that P3 I could achieve. Could be at least the maximum. So yeah, so we're gonna give it everything we got. As we navigate that corner, that's a fun corner as well. Quite nicely there. And sitting these section of corners on the apex is definitely what you gotta do. As we are 5/10 up, our best lap time. So as we come to the close of lap 6, my fastest lap is a 1:41.0. As you've seen, P3 was just 2.4 seconds ahead, and now on the final lap, as we move on to lap 8, the final lap, P3 went up to 3.5 seconds ahead. And what I didn't show is I moved the POV HUD back to where you can see the steering wheel, which wasn't a good idea because it made the screen move either forward or backwards upon braking or acceleration, which I didn't like whatsoever. I don't know if the game was trying to give the illusion of deceleration and acceleration with things moving really quickly, but I did not enjoy it, and it did not do anything for me, but made it worse. So went back to this this POV, which I like the best. So starting from P14 and in 8 laps, moving up to P4, I was really happy with and enjoyed ACC. Finished P4, as I said. Really enjoyed it, had a blast. But yeah, it was really fun. I like the cars, I like the way they sound. And yeah, if you'd like to see more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments you'd like to see more ACC. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.